Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023. I do hope you're doing amazing, but I do want to apologize for not being present on the channel recently for the last, has it been like, what, 4 days or something? Anyways, I've been quite busy, tired, and just going through a little bit. So we're going to do some shuffling and pull from the messages from the spirit of Messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle. That's a long name. And we'll see what we get. But to begin for Tuesday, I'm being drawn to the inside of this box as I was told not to close it. Discover the magic. All right. Okay, of communicating. I feel like discover the magic in more than one way throughout the day, but also in general, discovering the magic of communicating. All right. So that is relevant for this Tuesday. But coming out, we have the Dandelion card, Healing. Beautiful. So obviously there's a reason why I mentioned me going through it a little bit and needing to heal, being tired, being busy. This day reminds you that you deserve and need to heal, potentially in more than one way, but at the very least in one way. I do sense that there will be a feeling of potentially of low energy. You may feel like you have a decent amount of energy at certain points, but then still need to heal. It may be a day where things are both positively and negatively affecting you, say energy, noise, stuff like that, people's feelings coming into play, including your own, you desiring something quite strongly. Let's pull two more. With this Wilderness card, I'm getting more so a vibe of freedom, wanting to be free of this or that, wanting to be free to do what you please, to go where you want, to make things happen. So Spirit's saying, in that case, even if it doesn't happen right away, which I guarantee it won't, whatever this ends up being for you, it could be more than one thing. Let's just make it happen, all right? Do what you know you need to do in order to get to that point, or those points. One or two more. Also coming out the Butterfly card, Regeneration. I mean, these two cards definitely go hand in hand, but I'm sure if you are not new to tarot, watching it and or reading, butterflies do symbolize and speak upon transformation. So I feel like that may come into play in one way, whether it's your transformation of situations, your life as a whole, but it could be more than one level of transformation, all right? And I'm hearing you're a beautiful butterfly. You're a beautiful butterfly. But you may find that this day feels very airy, all right? I'm hearing an Aries and or an air sign may come into play. They're saying specifically Libra. And this may pertain to a different placement within their chart, but for the majority, it's their sun sign. Okay, interesting. But let's pull from the Mystic Mondays. Actually, the Light Seers. Let's do some shuffling. I'm being drawn to the split deck, Justice and the Six of Swords. There's something about you sailing towards justice, towards, righteous victory is what I just heard. It feels like being drawn to this reading, you've been through a lot and potentially, again, are still going through a lot. But everything's going to work out in your favor moving forward. Even if there are moments, which I guarantee at times are going to be certain moments, certain factors that don't work in your favor or feel like they're kind of preventing you or weighing you down or making things more difficult. But I feel like overall, if you were to take a step back, but still keep moving forward, you're going to find that, and they're saying that doesn't need to prevent healing, you're going to find out or be reminded that things are working out in your favor and are falling into place. To continue, two cards coming out, the Four of Pentacles, and again, the Justice card. So when a card comes out like that twice, two different times in a reading, and in this case, back to back, I wouldn't be surprised if, again, being drawn to this reading, it's a day that pushes you to recognize and or remember that there are different levels of justice moving forward for you. Just because you can't taste some of which or all of which or even any of which throughout this day doesn't mean that there isn't justice and victory on the horizon for you due to you putting in certain efforts, making certain necessary adjustments, and doing what you know you need to do and what you discover and are informed, guided to do, right? I'm hearing healthy habits, in implementing certain levels of self-discipline and positive self-talk, like honesty and whatnot. But yeah, for some, I feel like these being put together, there's justice in the financial department as far as financial gain, as far as savings increase, and Spirit saying you either have been doing better at saving your money recently, or you will start to, due to what we were speaking upon, not to mention the increase once again. But I feel like there's a sense of you thinking about the pros and cons of what's at hand, the pros and cons of what you desire, the pros and cons of potentially even to go to the extent of thinking about a past situation or two, or your past in general. But the over comparing won't necessarily get you to a place of contentment, or just, it won't help you as much, to generalize it. It won't help you as much as you think in the moment, or you desire. So just try to minimize the comparing, and just allow for yourself to be okay with what's at hand, but not complacent. Does that make sense? So that you can just make the best until you're able to push even further forward, make something happen once again. Death and rebirth, because again, comparing, or just interesting that just came out, going with the butterfly card, bear with me. We're talking about how things are changing for you, how you're changing. And it feels like when you don't feel like you easily associate with this or that recently, and even throughout this day, you're going to be reminded that change is beautiful, all right? Again, you're this beautiful butterfly. But I just feel like there's going to be a moment or two where you close your eyes. This could be in general when you're sleeping, taking a moment to rest your eyes. It could be Spirit pushing you to close your eyes. There's something you'll either see vision-wise, or you'll be pushed to think about, maybe both. Spirit may speak to you through your thoughts. It could be a reflecting moment. There's a significance when it comes to this. So for some, it may be a dream. Ace of Swords and Four of Swords. I know you can't stop thinking about something or somebody, but it doesn't mean that overly focusing on it at times is pushed by Spirit, your intuition, but it feels like you're even thinking about it on top of that, all right? And so don't overdo it in the overthinking department. Again, we need to make the best out of what's at hand, but it feels like you're being reminded that what you water will prosper and give you results. So we need to consistently, or at least for the most part, put in effort moving forward, all right? It reminds me of me seeing things dip on my channel in certain ways because I've been putting in consistent effort when I once did, and at least it didn't always pay off 100%, but do you know what I'm saying? Consistent, or at least for the most part, consistent effort is going to work to your advantage. And this day and potentially surrounding it reminds you of that. But it feels like the whirlwind of your mind, of your external reality, I want to say even your spirituality for some, and how things affect you. Once again, that's coming into play. But it feels like you may gain a bit of clarity on why, or have been gaining a bit of clarity on why something isn't working out perfectly or quick enough for you, or why something wasn't meant to last. I feel as if you know what you want being drawn to this reading, at least for the most part, and Spirit saying, well, then it will take place. I feel like you also have the strong, powerful ability to manifest. So therefore, tread carefully with the overthinking, with the desiring, with the comparing, because you may not even notice recently in moving forward when you are manifesting, and other times you might realize it. But do you see what I'm saying? So just use it to your advantage. All right, they're saying that noggin. You may, in moments of thinking and gaining a little bit of clarity, or just even resting, I want to say, you may gain a reminder that you're protected to the furthest extent. It reminds me of me being spiritually messed with, and just a lot of confusing messages at times, or empty-ended ones. it does at times take away from my reminding to myself that I'm protected, all right? And so you may need that throughout this day. But it's a day where you, again, need to heal, these two going together. Heal your mind, heal your soul, rest as much as you can. Obviously, for some, it may be a busy day, but it's a Tuesday where you're being reminded, heal, and as the days ahead may be even more productive and successful, and before what you desire, because that may leave you with more excitement, or at the very least busier schedule. So I do feel like this day reminds you of the beauty of healing, the beauty of your transformation, regeneration, and how much you've been through, but how much more in a positive light lies ahead. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Tuesday, and I'll definitely see you next time.